Area 51 is considered one of the most clandestine locations in the United States by the majority of conspiracy theorists. According to rumors, an alien spaceship crashed into the Earth in the 1940s, and military personnel conducted autopsies on the aliens' remains that were recovered from the accident site. For an extended period, there has been speculation that the military base serves as a storage facility for extraterrestrial spacecraft, peculiar experiments, and even as a residence for the Men in Black. Although Area 51 has been verified as a genuine location, it remains somewhat of a legend. In recent years, even Project Blue Book has garnered some impressive publicity and evidence. That being said, there are certain military bases that are purportedly more secretive and occasionally more sinister than Area 51. In this video, we are going to explore a few bases that are purportedly more secretive than Area 51, as well as the rumors that encircle them. Number 1. S4. Numerous ufologists have come to the conclusion that Area 51 is no longer the primary location for UFOs or specialized military aircraft over the years. In recent times, individuals have begun to observe that there is a nearby base that appears to be associated with a myriad of peculiar activities. S4. The vestiges of alien wreckage are purportedly currently housed in this diminutive base. Given the limited coverage of this base in the media and online forums, it is reasonable to assume that it is somewhat more classified than Area 51. Even though this is technically a country border with multiple military bases, it is still deserving of inclusion in this list. The demilitarization zone between North and South Korea has gained global recognition as a genuine no man's land. This small 2.5-mile tract of land has become so heavily guarded that it is nearly impossible to travel through without facing violence. Rumors of political escapees from North Korea are prevalent, as are rumors of clandestine meetings between agents. Despite the presence of some civilians in this area, the true nature of the events that transpire here is unknown. Number 2. Kapustin Yar. Kapustin Yar, located in Russia, is a location that has the ability to render Area 51 appear innocuous. The Russian government has taken every measure to ensure that Kapustin Yar remains a secret, including the destruction of the local settlement, Zhitkur, in order to prevent anyone from viewing any information that is not intended for them. The purported purpose of Kapustin Yar was to surpass the United States in the 1960s space race. Nevertheless, locals assert that it is a hub of extraterrestrial activity. Nevertheless, the circumstances surrounding the situation will remain unknown to all. Area 51 may be one of the most renowned secret bases in the world. However, it is not the sole American base that has achieved legendary status for its concealment. It has been long suspected that the United States government established underwater military bases that are located off the country's coasts. These submerged bases are extremely large, with many of them being the size of small villages, according to rumors. It is purported that one such base is situated beneath China Lake and extends for a mile beneath the lake's surface. A narrative about the base, which was published in the book Hidden in Plain Sight, described the rumor of its existence in this manner. I was approached by a man who had served as a uniformed member of the United States Navy a few years ago after I delivered a public speech. We conversed for a while and my ears pricked up when he mentioned that he had spent some time at China Lake. I inquired as to whether there was a subterranean facility at China Lake. He stated that it is indeed present and that it is both expansive and profound. I inquired as to whether he had ever participated in it, and he responded that he had, although not to the extent that he had intended. I inquired about the depth of the deepest part. "It is 1 mile deep," he said quietly as he gazed at me soberly. Next, I inquired about the contents of the underground base. He responded, "Weapons." I replied, "What type of weaponry?" He responded without hesitation, "Weapons that are more potent than nuclear weapons." Based on the soldier's response to the inquiry, it is evident that we are not particularly interested in learning about the nature of those armaments. Number 3. Pine Gap. One of the most suspicious military facilities in Oceania is Australia's Pine Gap base. There is a lack of information regarding the activities that occur in Pine Gap. Nevertheless, conspiracy theorists have extensively discussed the site, asserting that it is the location of one of the most dreadful surveillance systems that exists. Echelon. The Joint Space Defense Research Facility is a satellite system that was developed by officials from the United States and Australia. it will be difficult to locate a haven in the event of a significant global emergency. Biological warfare, nuclear warfare, and a variety of other threats that we are unaware of could easily result in our extinction. The United States government was cognizant of this, which is why they constructed a substantial subterranean fort in Virginia known as Mount Weather, a covert base that is engineered to endure any circumstances. Vice President Cheney was transported to this location during the 9/11 assaults. Although there is limited information regarding the daily operations, there is a persistent rumor that a distinct shadow government is present in the area to assume the role of the primary government in the event of a disaster. Number 4. Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Wright-Patterson Air Force Base is undeniably one of the most enigmatic military bases in the United States, and it is not difficult to understand why. Wright-Patterson was the location where the nation's foremost military scientists reverse-engineered Russian aircraft during the Cold War, according to the limited information that historians have about this military base. With the conclusion of the Cold War, the base continues to operate. They may be engaged in the construction of a new spy aircraft or the reverse engineering of foreign technology. According to conspiracy theorists, Wright-Patterson is the site where scientists reverse engineered extraterrestrial technology. Hangar 18 has been referred to as a hotbed of extraterrestrial activity in particular. Out amid Frederick, Maryland is one of the largest top-secret military bases that no one wants to discuss. Fort Detrick is relatively well known in comparison to many other bases on this list. This is a military facility that was constructed with the specific purpose of developing biological weapons. Currently, this location is recognized for its ongoing investigation of biological agents. We are unaware of the specific agents they are testing and the individuals on whom they are being tested. Number 5. Talicha Peak, Electronic Combat Range. We are uncertain as to the definition of electronic combat, but it appears to exist. Based on the available information, this is the location where pilots receive training in electronic warfare. Nevertheless, Talicha Peak is exceedingly obscure, to the extent that it is virtually impossible to identify on a map. It is not discussed, and there is a lack of information. Although all of the other military bases on this list have been verified as existing, this one is distinct. It is uncertain whether or not this base exists due to its secrecy and obscurity. Nevertheless, the site is in close proximity to the Skinwalker Ranch and has been the site of numerous UFO sightings. The Dulce Base, which is situated within a mountain, has long been suspected to be the epicenter of America's most horrifying experiments. Rumors have emerged online that humans and extraterrestrials are conducting mind control experiments at the base. There is a rumor that the Dulce Base consists of 7 floors, with aliens residing in the lower 4. Many individuals who have disappeared are discovered here and employed in experiments that encompass gene splicing and pathogenesis, if you subscribe to conspiracy theories. In summary, Area 51 continues to be one of the most renowned secret bases in the world, but there are a plethora of other military installations worldwide that are veiled in even more mystery and speculation. These locations are the source of an endless number of conspiracy theories, ranging from alleged underground facilities and advanced weapon testing at sites like China Lake and Mount Weather to UFO-related rumors at bases like S4 and Kapustin Yar. The intrigue is further exacerbated by the fact that the true scope of their activities is unknown. These bases continue to captivate and pique curiosity about the potential secrets that governments may be concealing, whether it be through covert experiments or extraterrestrial collaboration. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and drop a comment below to let us know what you think.